What's going on? I am feeling a little spiritually attacked today. So, got my handy cap on and the old shield across my eyes. So, I don't know what's going on, but I know that I have no idea what just came out of my mouth right there. I know that it's like it's this group of people who want people to give up, right? And they want to put them into the most horrifying situations, so then they will give up their position or their power or their beliefs. Mainly position, right? A lot of people wait for positions, right? And then they get bumped out of them, right? Like you could have been waiting for years for a position, and then somebody just bumps you out of it, right? They get you to go in a different direction. They get you to go and do something else, so then you don't notice that whatever was just about to come for you, you just walked away from. And it's all about, they'll turn it around on you, right? You don't have patience. You can't wait for something that's yours, when really people who say you need patience or you need to learn to wait are people that genuinely push people around, right? And it reminds me, it's kind of this bullshit story, but I was working at this bar once, and the bar manager was the bartender, and I finished, a Guinness is a 3-pour pint, right? So she poured the first 2 quarters. I was just standing there waiting for it, right? It's the only thing I was waiting for, and she was talking to customers. She had a full bar. So I just topped it up, okay? I've been a bartender since I was 18 years old, know what I'm doing. And she turned around and she saw that I had finished the Guinness by just pushing the spout back. And she turned around, she goes, "You need to learn patience." And I went yo, I'm trying to help you. I know you're busy. It's just a little push of a draft. I was 36 years old at the time. Wait, you don't think I can do that? Because she's got kids at home, and she's a bully. She just wants to bully women. She just wants to be in complete control of everything. And I unfortunately I had to leave that position because another bartender fucking hit on me really, really bad one night, who had a wife and fucking 4 kids at home, impotent fucking I don't even know, fucking 55-year-old dude fucking walked up, fucking hit on me, and I said no, and he turned on me. I was dating somebody else at the time, and he fucking turned that hate that came on to me. Oof. Just to knock me out of a position. It was to do something to me, and personal attacks. If I always try to suggest watching the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington, it describes how entities work. How they can literally just tap you on the shoulder and get into your life. If you have the right environment for them inside of you, which is, just basically hate and darkness, they'll just jump right in with you. That's why so many people, when they're drunk, they get possessed by demons, they get possessed by people, they get possessed by things, because there is no shield up. They're just willing, a drunk person is just willing to kind of take anything they can get, right? It puts, I believe alcohol is the one thing that drops your shield, right? It sometimes, it can mirage in your life of a feeling well, alcohol lets me express who I am, when really, there might be something on your life that says that you're not supposed to be who you are. So when you get drunk and that shield gets dropped, suddenly you step more into your body. But is it your body or is it somebody else's, right? Oh my God, look what's staring at me the whole time. Girl with the snake. That's an enemy. Empath, narcissist, paragram, being charmed or used. You're being used in some way by somebody with a snake, somebody who's using a snake to seduce. And that's usually what they'll do to get you off path. They'll seduce you in some way with something else that's lusty and that looks so good. How could you possibly give that up, bro? That's so awesome. And it's like, yeah, it only appears that way because you don't know, it hasn't shown its true colors yet. So there's like, somebody is being used right now. They're being seduced. What are you talking about, Aries? What is going on? No wonder I feel like I'm being attacked, probably because somebody does not want this energy to come out, clearly. So attack the reader, because then I'll just turn the reading off and I won't do it. No. I don't get bullied into not doing my job anymore. I've been bullied too many times. Yeah, there's a competition here. That's why Snake came out. There's a competition right now. Oh my God, that's what it is. So you're waiting in line for something right now, okay? And somebody is trying to, they're trying to seduce you and they're trying to get you off your path, okay? It's a fake arrow. It's something fake. It's some, again, lusty that you think that you can't possibly live without, that you have to go and run after, okay? When really you've just been pleasantly sitting and waiting for something. So why would you go and run after it all of a sudden when you've been sitting and patiently waiting, right? That's somebody using you. That's somebody that knows that they can easily put you into a fight or flight, which all of a sudden fucks with your system. And then it's like you start glitching out, like you don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. And really you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, sitting there, right? Putting up your boundaries. Right? When you go out and you start doing stuff that you know you're not supposed to be doing or fighting for something that you know you're not supposed to be fighting for, that's kind of where you start to get used, right? Because then you start fighting other people's battles for them. You start fighting other things that have nothing to do with your life, right? So you're on the path to something, right? And there's this other, actually what it says on the bottom is, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So there's another woman here. There's another energy which is trying to seduce you out of a role. So what they could actually technically be trying to do is they're trying to step between you and a karmic because they believe that you're not good enough for them, right? They're good enough for them. So what they're trying to do is if somebody's about to get hit with an arrow, right? And that's just an arrow on direction, basically, where you're supposed to be going, right? And somebody steps in front of that and tries to derail the arrow, I just heard it's going to kill them then. Ooh. You know why? It's because we're all different blood types. And if you put a B negative into a even B positive, you'll kill that person. So that's why every child is born with one of their parents' bloods. For the most part. Sometimes actually there's a freak of nature and that child won't get a blood partner with either one of the parents. That's, I think, happens when it's O. When you get O blood. I don't know. I used to donate blood all the time, so I got to know how blood was used. So that's why this arrow has your blood on it. So if they try to derail this, like they normally would end up doing in your life, they try to derail this and they get hit with that arrow, it's going to kill them because you're not the same blood type. They're trying to say that they're you. So if they're trying to say that they're you, that would mean that you would carry the same blood. But this person is an imposter, okay? They're an imposter. They're this other person looking over your shoulder. They can, if you can see what you're about to get, then it's almost like they have vision through your eyes and they can see. It's either that, or I did kind of get told that they could have went and got a tarot card reading on you. They could have went and got a reading to see what was coming in your future. And then once they saw what was capable of coming in your future, they thought, hey, I'm going to pretend to be them. And I'm going to step in and I'm going to be this party, right, that takes this arrow that's in limbo right now anyways. Clearly this entity that has this, which I'm picking up most likely Sagittarius energy, right? Whoever has this arrow, they know not to shoot it until it's the right time, which is any hunter. They don't take the shot until they know that they can take the shot and make it. Because if they miss, they're going to scare the animal away. They only have one shot, right? So it's like, if they only have one arrow, which to me, it seems like they're going to make a backup arrow just in case this idiot, this seductive energy that just thinks that they can seduce somebody by standing naked in front of them or doing something sexy in front of them, that they're going to make this hunter hit them instead. This hunter is so determined to make sure that it gets to you that he'll drop blood on both of them. He'll have a backup arrow, which is any hunter will have either a backup weapon just in case your first weapon jams, right? You have a backup weapon. You always have a backup clip, right? In case one clip jams, you grab the other clip, put it in, right? Guns don't always, I guess we're dealing with guns. Maybe they're going to shoot you with a love bullet, or they're going to shoot you with a direction bullet. They're getting you with something. And the thing is like, same thing with, if you were anything, like if you were standing there and suddenly a werewolf steps in front of you and it's a silver bullet, well, it's going to kill that werewolf, but it's not going to kill you because you're not allergic to silver, right? Tricky. I like it. And that's why it's girl with the snake, because this person knows how to put up boundaries. They're like the hunter. They know they will wait. They will sit and they will wait until their time is right, which is a person who has learned, not only learned patience, but learned self-discipline, learned only when to move when they feel directed to move, right? Like even hunters, they have to sometimes it could take them 4 or 5 days just to shoot at one deer, one moose, right? You have to find it. You have to be patient. You have to let the animal come to you. You have to allow the sacrifice to come in front of you, not go out parading and trying to find it and making all this noise and all this racket like clearly this idiot is doing, which is why I felt the attack before I even did the reading, which is why, like I said, I put my sunglasses on, I put my hat on. They can't get into my head and they can't get through my eyes, right? I'm talking, so how are they going to get in my mouth and my ears are covered? Right? So these are the main things that people can get into, minus your root chakra. You have no other holes around, right? So it's like you got to cover the holes. You have to protect the holes. And this person's stupid because they think that they can use seduction, which means that they're not intuitively connected to themselves. They don't make moves when they're supposed to make moves. They just think they know everything and they just squawk around, just to try to step in between you and a karmic. And the thing is that if a karmic is meant to be, they're meant to be. They're going to get into your life whether you try or not. That's the whole point of a karmic, is it's kind of like effortless. Karmics, they come in, right? Whether you're expecting them, wanting them, waiting for them, doesn't really matter. A karmic is a karmic. And this is also I think that this third party, this other woman, this person that just keeps looking over your shoulders, anticipating all the moves that you're going to make and tries to derail them. This was a lesson for you to learn and for them, that you don't give up, right? That your persistence on how you feel you're doing something is programmed in you. You make the moves when you're supposed to. You don't make moves because other people tell you to do it. That if they tell you to do something, then that most likely means they've got some type of interior motive that they know how to trigger you. They know how to move you. They know what gets under your skin. They know when you're going to give up on something, right? Like if you give somebody the silent treatment, and then they know that if they send you a video laughing or playing with themselves, and you'll call them, right? And it's like, it's using sex, and which means that this person now that has this hunter, that has this bow, isn't going to shoot until it's the exact right moment. And if this third party steps in again, they'll get poisoned because it's not their blood. I dropped that karmic relationship card, but that doesn't matter. So, yep, that's long enough reading for me. This person is addicted to stealing your partnerships. Yeah. They're 100% stabbing you in the back every time they do what they say that they're not doing. So this is a huge phase now. This is a whole changed mind. This is transformation. This is coming out of this. You're going to get hit when you least expect it. And it's not, this person's, this one's not going to run away from you this time. So, I hope it helps, Aries.